100% certain that we don't go to school to learn anymore. We go to school to fucking get brainwashed. Never in a million years. Nah, I can't say in a million years. I ain't even been here in a million years. But why the hell did I go to school? Like, I got this class online. Because I ain't go to school. I was online. And the teacher was telling us about this sociological theory based off of a philosopher that the strong should survive. I don't know how the fuck that's philosophy. That's fucking reality. You know what I mean? If you can't hold your breath long enough, you will drown. If you can't shoot your weapon fast enough, you're gonna get shot. If you can't move out the way fast enough, you might get killed. Like, at the end of the day, the strong survive. This isn't no damn theory. This is a fact. The sun will rise. That's not a theory. That's a fact. The sun is too hot to sustain life. That's not a theory. That's a fact. You can't breathe in outer space. You can't breathe underwater without help. That's not a theory. These are facts. So when these mofos think that they thought of something completely like, oh, we're so smart, we realize reality. Bruh, you can't tell me to listen to stupidity and make sense of it. I can't never make sense of nonsense. It's nonsense. You're not supposed to make sense of it. It doesn't. You can't make sense of nonsense. That's why it sounds like a bunch of stupid out here right now. Like, you're gonna try to say, oh, do you believe that theory was wrong? That theory is wrong. Do you believe that the end should define the means, or the means should define the end? So I'm listening to this professor hit me with the dumbest stupid. I don't care who. I don't even care to remember the two mofos that he was talking about, due to the sheer breakdown of stupidity that this teacher was just kicking in my damn ear. Like, he's trying to make it seem like they was just trying to lead society into the wrong direction by saying that we shouldn't evolve. He said, to be 100% frank, that we shouldn't adapt. I don't know how you can evolve without adapting. I don't understand how this professor doesn't understand the very definition of adapt. He was like, slaves did not adapt to slavery. Oh yeah? So we was fighting since day one? And just out of nowhere, somebody decided to fight who couldn't adapt, and they just let them just not adapt to it. Like, there was no such thing as not adapting to slavery. Either you picked that damn cotton or you got killed. Like, I don't understand this retarded, ignorant F-U-C-K. Like, I just don't understand why he's in the school teaching anything. I don't care what professor, what philosopher ever speaks this ideology, retardedness into existence. It does not exist there, because nonsense, you can't make sense out of nonsense. And that's pure, raw nonsense. Like, you just can't get no dumber than that. Like, first of all, you have to adapt to evolve. He's telling us that in order to fix things in society, we can't adapt to it. He's under the impression that when you adapt to something, you normalize it. It's normalized, but at the same time, you gotta go accustomed to how things move and how things work before you defeat it. Because if you move earlier to defeat it, you give that thing a chance to build up antibodies to prevent you from ever really defeating what's bringing you the fuck down. That's like the virus cells in your body catching wind of you trying to build antibodies against it, and it is smart enough to build antibodies against your antibodies. Like, it's just reality of life. You have to deal with shit for a period, and then when the time comes, overcome it. Evolve. It's that simple. You have to adapt first. It's simple. The reality of life is there's people who realize that and have done everything in their power to keep people from realizing the truth about what society is really about. Talking about we should let the state run itself. We should let government run and regulate ish. Okay, if the government isn't regulating ish, who's to say they have to pay taxes? I'm convinced somebody should go and smack the black off of this professor, because he's black. I hate to say he's black. Told us to decide whether we agree with the means should define the end, or the end should define the means. I said the end should define the means. Because my take on it is, whatever your goal is, you have to achieve it. And there's steps to achieve your goal, no matter what your goal is. So he's telling me, no, I'm wrong. The means should define the end, because if the end defines the means, it doesn't matter what you do to get to the end. Bitch, that's the means defining the end. Talking about what you should do should define who you are. No, what you are should define what you did. Because anybody could say anything, vice versa. So I don't even know why this even makes sense to him as it being a separate subject. This is somebody trying to segregate everything, divide everything. They're even trying to divide knowledge. They're trying to divide common sense. They both go hand in hand. You know what I mean? You could be a good salesman or a crooked salesman. You could be a good politician or a crooked politician. No matter how you put it, whatever your goal to be is, basically you have to make steps to be that person. So if you want to be a good politician, there's steps you have to take to become a good politician. You cannot go and kill somebody and then become a politician and then say you're a good one. So that's pretty much in the fucking discussion. Fuck his logic, fuck the fucking principal, fuck NJCU, fuck the president, and fuck coronavirus, because this is all a bunch of bullshit and I can't fucking stand it. This is stupid on another fucking level I can't even comprehend. But I have to deal with this shit. He got all the bitches in the class agreeing. And I said, you know what? This is the fucking problem right here. There's men who are so fucking upwinded, like they got so much wind in their fucking lungs that they can spew utter fucking stupidity to no fucking end until you're just like, okay, fuck it, I can't argue with him because I don't know how to argue with him, because every time you make a point, he goes and find another way of attacking, and once you fucking defend yourself against this, he finds another way of attacking, which makes you feel like no matter what you do, he's gonna find a way to attack, so he must be right. No, he must be wrong. To stop this motherfucker in his tracks, you need a 4-5. Preferably hollow tips loaded in this bitch, one in the fucking chamber, just to put it smooth to the fucking point. Because this motherfucker got life all the way fucked up. And he in a goddamn way. Everybody like this motherfucker's in a goddamn way. Want us to be stagnant. How the fuck you gonna go anywhere by being stagnant? And first of all, how the fuck can you, what if you're not adapting to your environment? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing if you're not adapting to your environment? What are you doing if you're not adapting to your environment? You're going against it? What is the smartest thing to do when you're going against something? Well, when you're dealing with something that can overpower you, you go against it, or you learn how to deal with it and find a way to rise above it. That's how the fuck you get around obstacles. These motherfuckers want us to be fucking completely dependent, and they using reverse psychology on the fucking pure ignorant, and they're making a fucking good motherfucking good, like they're making a good, they're doing good. Because majority of these motherfuckers is stupid. You know they stupid because I said, so what if they had abolished, you know, what do they call that? Abortions. Not meaning she couldn't decide whether she wanted an abortion, meaning that there was nobody who can do it. There was nobody doing it anymore. They made it illegal for people to go in there and make people abortions. You know, one of these bitches said we're fucked. You mean to tell me you can't think for your fucking self? You mean to tell me that knowing that there's no way you can get an abortion after having a child, you mean to tell me motherfuckers would still be taking the risk they take now? Hell fucking no. What if they ain't had no condoms? What if they have no condoms, no abortions? I promise you, people will be making more educated decisions. The only reason why the shit exists today is to decrease educated decisions. That's why this motherfucker is teaching the reverse psychology he's teaching right now. It's to fucking promote fucking reverse psychology, like reverse everything. This basically trying to put us in a position where we're just like a bunch of ants listening to a queen bitch tell us what to fucking do, and we all we do is live to do that for that queen. Like, but that queen isn't sitting up there giving birth to all of these motherfucking new ants. That queen has queens doing the job for them, and them motherfuckers is sipping margaritas in motherfucking Hawaii, in Miami, in places you can't fucking go, cause you know what I mean, guess what? You know what I mean, the state runs itself, so it's free will. But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers got people with guns who they paid to tell you can't do what the fuck you want to do. The fuck wrong with people? They don't see the fucking monopoly in this shit. They don't see the fucking pandemic in that bullshit. You know what'd happen if these motherfuckers had free will? Man, the world will rectify itself. I tell you that. It'll go right back to we can't live in an uncivilized world. We're civilians. We've been out of the loop for too long, and the only way we can exist is through civilization. But it is what it is.